Former Head Over Heels salon employees claim they're still owed a whole lot of money.
I've never been in a situation like this. We work for an employer and then you get ripped off.
A severe storm turned parts of Warwick County into a winter wonderland.
And one by one, all of the 33 miners trapped for more than 2 months have made it up to safety.
On your side in the tri-state, WTVW's original primetime newscast. This is Fox 7 News at 9.
Former employees at an Evansville hair salon are preparing for legal action if they don't get the money they say they are owed.
Head Over Heels suddenly closed its doors less than a week ago, months after the owner was arrested on drugs charges. Several employees claim their paychecks have bounced on and off for the past year and constantly leading up to the closure. Tonight, a former worker speaks out. Fox 7's Josh Breslow joins us live from outside the salon with the story.
Julie, Head Over Heels salon here on Kimber Lane closed its doors on Saturday, but several employees tell me they're still owed a whole lot of money.
They've done ripped not only the clients off, they've ripped the employees off.
The doors are locked at the former Head Over Heels salon on Evansville's east side, the place where Camille Thomas made her living as a massage therapist.
It was a headache, honestly, it really was. Just not knowing, what the next minute's going to bring. You're constantly hearing rumors, and they weren't never honest to us.
The single mother of 3 claims the former owner, Shelly Thompson, owes her close to $1,000 in paychecks and tips. And she says it's the same situation for 12 other employees.
Just basically stole our money. Basically just robbed us blind.
Thomas says checks paid to other employees bounced several times in the months leading up to the salon's closure. And she says she decided to confront management.
And I informed them that I did not do any work for free, nor do I work for my health, and they gave me my word that I would be paid.
But when payday arrived last week, Thomas's check didn't. She says she sent Thomas several text messages and has only been told the money is on the way. Thomas took her case to the U.S. Department of Labor, but officials tell me because the salon is officially closed, there's nothing they can do about it. So now Thomas is forced to take legal action.
I've never been in a situation like this. We work for an employer and then you get ripped off.
Former owner Shelly Thompson was arrested earlier this year after police found a missing prescription pad in her office with 72 prescription papers missing. They also say they found several pill bottles in Thompson's home and office. Thomas believes that arrest has everything to do with the salon's financial troubles, and she says she'll stop at nothing to make sure she gets the money she says she's owed. I'm told gift certificates were sold here at the salon 3 days before it closed down. And while it is closed, I'm told that they are also looking for new management to reopen it under the name Head Over Heels. I contacted the former owner, Shelly Thompson, who refused to comment on any of the allegations against her. Reporting live on Evansville's east side, Josh Breslow, Fox 7 News.
The Owensboro police officer fired by the city commission last week is going back to work in nearby McLean County. Sheriff Frank Cox hired Fred Coombs as a deputy on Tuesday. Cox says he talked to him about joining his department even during the investigation. The sheriff told Fox 7 he didn't agree with what happened to Coombs and feels it's Owensboro's loss. Coombs was fired last week after he was caught on tape having a physical altercation with the prisoner on April 7th. Fox 7 has learned that the man arrested in the death of Michael Wolf was his friend. As we told you last night at 9, Union County officials arrested 22-year-old Timothy Devine for the murder. They tell us the two knew each other from high school. According to a citation, Devine admitted to killing his friend after Wolf confronted Devine about stealing money from him. That's when Devine allegedly delivered several blows to Wolf's head and set fire to his chest. Detective James Lyon says he's confident that the Sheriff's Department has a good case.
We're still putting a lot of things together. We're waiting on some evidence to come back from the labs and get all the reports together, so when we present to the grand jury that everything will turn out the way we expect.
Devine is still in the Union County Jail and should have a video arraignment tomorrow.
17-year-old murder suspect Pharaoh Newton is still in the Saline County Jail. Newton was arrested over the weekend for the murder of 79-year-old Francis Wolf of Evansville. His extradition to Vanderburgh County wasn't mentioned in court today. Instead, Newton was appointed a public defender for the charges he faces in Illinois. Officers say they found blood-stained clothes and a knife at Newton's home. The Illinois State's Attorney's Office says Newton has been served with a warrant for the Indiana murder charges. Authorities will ask him to be extradited, but if he refuses, they'll file papers to bring him to Evansville by the end of the week. An Old National Bank financial advisor is accused of a cashier check scheme. Evansville police say the advisor withdrew more than $64,000 from a customer's account without permission. The name of the advisor has not been released and no arrests have been made. Bank officials have returned the money to that customer.
Severe storms rolled through the tri-state this afternoon, bringing an unexpected guest to Warwick County. Residents of Chandler saw quarter-sized hail. It came through quickly, looking like melted snow on the ground. It's something we don't see very often at this time of year.
Big hail. I mean, and it was so bad I couldn't get out of my truck. I was afraid that it was going to hit my head, knock me out. I don't know. I mean, it was just awful. I've never seen hail so bad, especially in the middle of October.
No injuries were reported from the large hail. The storm also brought some pretty impressive fog, making it difficult for cars to get around. Some of those cars even got some dents.
Lucky for us, no hail here in Evansville, but we did have a little bit of rain. Here's Ron Rhodes with the first look.
That's right. The rain's hustling out of town. We didn't see any hail here in the city. I tell you what, though, we're in a secondary minor spike as far as severe weather is concerned because this time of the year, the opposite is happening. Instead of the warm air coming in and the cold air giving way in spring, it's the cold air coming in and the warm air giving way. But you're still getting that clash of air masses. It's just not as pronounced. So it's not incredibly unusual, but still it is rare this time of the year to get hail that size from some of these thunderstorms. There's the rain as it trucks on off to the east, and even though we are pretty much rain-free right now, we're not cloud-free just yet. Still a few clouds to get out of here before we actually see plenty of sunshine tomorrow. 62 degrees with a north wind at 7. Now that's backed off a little bit. It was kicking pretty good earlier, and it's going to stay breezy all night at around 8 to 10 miles an hour from the north and from the northwest. Started the day at 55 degrees. We're going to start tomorrow at 44 degrees, so a full 11 degrees cooler. You're going to notice the difference, and with that wind, a bit of a chill out there, and a high of only 69, but the sunshine reasserts itself for our Thursday, and we've got plenty more sunshine in the forecast too, but we've also got another rain chance if you didn't get enough, and I know I didn't. I'll tell you more out in the backyard in a few minutes.